Welcome back to the channel. This is episode 18 of Mashinky. We are having a little bit of a rest this episode after the massive construction that we put in place last time, bringing the goods to Newport. I think it was Newport. This time we are going to see how this town, well, not a town, it's a little hamlet, a tiny hamlet, is going to develop. You can see that train has just delivered some passengers and it's also delivered some post. So it was 60, it's gone up now to 80. We've got 3 delivered on top of the 60, so we had 3 over. That's passed on to the next stage, if you like, and we've got 4 residential buildings, which are thankfully 3 of them are over here out of the way. This one is a problem because it's right next to the station and it's not ideal for developing the station, and this is what this episode is going to be about. So if you look at the little hamlet, we've got the post office over here. If you zoom in, then these icons will disappear. You zoom out, the further out you zoom, the brighter they get. So we're just going to talk through this post office. This is over 2 squares, and that is going to be, it's going to need delivery to make this a little bit bigger. You can see this part here is also part of the post office, but it's not been developed yet. This is your town centre. These are just houses going past. So if we look at what we need for the next age, which is the diesel age, we've got to invest 100 of those. We've got those. 200 of those we have. This is the problem. So we're going to be just developing our towns while this gets up to the required amount. We've got plenty of money in the bank. If we look at the finances, we are doing quite well. We've got plenty of profit in this year. We are on January the 2nd, so another month and that will be the end of the financial year. That will tick over, probably get up to 2,000 maybe profit in this year. So money is not a problem. This we don't need. Look at this, we don't need any of these plank tokens, so we're going to be using some of these in this episode, and that is going to be for signal box, which is going to go here. We are going to put a restaurant over there and a waiting room in here, and then we will see how the town grows from there, see what effect these buildings will have. So the first thing I need to do is to get rid of this road here. That's where the signal box is going to be positioned. Signal box will cost us 150. We've got 540, and that will increase the station size by +2. That will make it up to 8. There is a way that I tend to do the station. So this is a maximum of 6. When we've got that signal box in place, I'm going to extend it out this way because I want to put the new signal box, which will extend it by another 2. I want to put that there, and then I'm going to extend it by 2 this way. So if you extend it by 1 and 1, you won't be able to put the signal box in the place that you want to. So, well, I want to. You can design your stations however you like. That's up to you how you do that. But this is how I like to design them. The signal box will go in here. That will give us an extra 2 on the station. I will extend that station out now. So that is ready for expansion. The waiting room is going to go in here, and that will need to be removed. Let's see if we can just put it over the top. I can't remember whether we can just put it over the top. We might be able to. That's 100 coinage is going to give us the waiting room. We can put it over the top, that's not a problem. And then we've got a restaurant here, which again uses up 100 of these for 250. And that I'm going to stick over here. So this is next to the town centre, but it's given a little bit of way with these platforms, and I might change those platforms to make them look a little bit better. So the restaurant can go in there. They're not all going to be the same, but this is how we're going to develop Dunfermline. Need to get rid of this house so we can put some platforms in. We have got enough money in the bank to do that. I am just going to make sure this platform is kept as it is. So I'm going to add a platform with trees there. And then this one with plants can go here. Change it however you like. And then the other signal box can go in here, which will overhang the track. So that's that one. I am going to drop just a normal platform in here and a normal platform in there. Now that has the job that no houses can be built there now. Then I'm going to have that one as well. So no houses can be built along here. They can behind here and here. So it might be an idea just to put some platform in there as well. Just a normal one will do. So we've got this developed. The houses can't come in there now, but they can go in this area. Let's have a look what else we've got extension wise. We've got a storage building, coal hopper, iron ore, freight station. The freight is going to be delivered over on this side. So I'm not going to put that over there. The storage building as well is going to be on this side. What we can do is lay the track. So we can go 8 across, and we can also go 8 this way across. So we got 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got room for another 3 stations on this side. And that is before we put down the final one, which will extend the station to 10. And then we can add in some more things over here. So this one has got 3 tracks so far. These are just passengers and goods and mail. This one is going to be the cargo line, so we don't need that just yet. I'm going to bring these out a little bit. That will get rid of the trees, but we've got some nice trees over here. I don't want to get rid of all of those, they look quite good. But you can put your own trees in. This here will give you lots of things that you can put into your stations. Could do with a few more decorations in terms of for the platform and what have you, but if we go back on the normal view, I think hopefully you'll agree with me that the stations look really good. That restaurant is open for business now, so that's pretty impressive. Looks nice in the blue with the blue umbrellas. You can, as I say, you can change the colours if you don't like what you've got. I prefer the blue because it stands out, but you can have whatever colour you want. And then we've got some in the town centre. We've got some extensions. We might need a well. We've got a marketplace that we can drop in, and we've got a fire station which is 150. The fire station might be okay next to or near the station, but we might have other buildings that come in there, so let's just see what develops in the next year before we put the fire station in. We've got the police, park, tennis courts, gallery, so they're all going to be over in this direction when the town starts to develop. So that's your look for a little bit of Dunfermline. It's only a tiny hamlet at the moment, but we've probably got some roads to develop. The roads are going to go down here, and if you look at the building, we've got the new road that is looking pretty good. So this is not going to be extended anymore, so we can put a road in there, and we might be able to just see if we can get some houses along there. I'm going to extend that out a little bit and then bring that round. So we can put some houses here or further back up that way. Depends where you want to put them. I'm going to draw that road out a little bit more. And that is going to connect afterwards. We can start doing the town growth area. So this is where I want the houses to grow. It needs to be connected to the town. So we've got to have something in place over here that's going to connect it. We can have, let's see what we've got. We've got some, let's see, what extensions have we got? We've got decorations here. So we've got an alleyway, fountain, extensions in terms of that. We can have a small marketplace, if you like, over here. That would do quite well. That's going to cost us 25. And then hopefully we can put some extensions or town growth areas over here. So that's now connected because it's got this marketplace within its sides there. So I'm just going to put 2 or 3 houses opposite the marketplace. That should be enough. I'm going to leave this free. That's a little bit close to the railway lines. That might have some vegetation, some trees, things like that, maybe an alleyway. So let's have a look at the marketplace. Just a tiny little market, quite nice for a station of this size, so people can walk up there and have a look. I will probably just close that off with some decoration. You can have a shelter, that's the shelter. That can go at the end of the station. We'll just put platforms in for now. I tend to put the platform shelterers when I don't want the trains to go through, so I could put it in there or here when the time comes, and then the trains can only go up to there, they can't go in 2 ways. Also we can have the shelters next to the town centre there, or you can have them positioned over here. It's up to you where you want to put them, but that's how they'll look for the shelters. You can turn them around as well. The shelters look pretty good. So let's have a look at the train now coming into this station. It does look a lot better than it did before. This post office needs to grow out here. Let's just go on to this train. Where is it at the moment? So we've got this train. This is the longest one we've got at the moment. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 passengers and 3 posts. Just about fits on a 6-tile station. And we can have a look at that one travelling back to Dunfermline. Better over there, isn't it? It might be in the way there now, so we'll put it up there. So this is the longest train. What's the speed of this? It's 16 kilometers per hour. I think it does get up to a maximum of 50, so it can pull these. Got enough power to get up to full speed. Let's just watch the speed. 29 miles an hour. Going accelerating slowly, but it is getting there. He's on his way to Dunfermline. just watch this train and then we will call it quits for this episode. I always like to end the episodes with a journey. For this one you can rename the train if you want to. This one will take you inside. I'm not a fan of being inside because you kind of don't see very much. First you see the trains coming into the stations. Let's have a look at this one coming in to Dunfermline. Very picturesque, I think. So hopefully you have enjoyed the episode. We've got Dunfermline up and running. We've got the new roads. First restaurant is opened. Signal box gives us a little bit extended on the station, and we've got a marketplace over there. We will be developing more of the towns, but the houses will be just going where they want, apart from a couple that we are going to move while we develop the station. Once we develop the station, then we're just going to let the town grow organically. So hope you've enjoyed this episode. I certainly have. We've got the iron ore there and we've got a tool works over here. So thanks very much for watching. Hopefully you will join us for the next one, see how this develops, and if we can move to the next era if we get this up to, was it 500? It's a long way off, but it should be able to get there soon. Thanks for watching. Hopefully see you next time.